Good morning. Good morning.
And finally, new rule, nothing with crypto in the title ever turns out good.
Don't write me about Bitcoin, please. I don't give a f***. So don't ask me.
Bitcoin happens to use a lot of energy. It happens to promote anonymous transactions.
Bitcoin is not a currency.
Not bullish on Bitcoin.
You, John McAfee, believe in the power of Bitcoin. So much so that you'll put your on the table, chop it up, put it in your mouth, swallow.
If it doesn't reach at least $1 million.
99.999% of the people that own Bitcoin are f***ing morons. That's just it.
What's it feel like to be a Bitcoin?
I don't have any Bitcoin.
You don't?
No.
Okay.
Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the GM Show. Welcome to the Crypto Morning News Analysis and NFT Show. I'm one of your hosts, Freeman, joined by your other host, Matt, over there on the other side.
Good morning.
Of the metaverse. Let's get into stuff, but before we do, we got a lot to talk about today. But before we do, let me get rid of this little thing at the bottom. I can't. Okay, cool. Check out gmdefi.xyz. This is our website, of course. And if you go into the tools section here and you wait for my computer to load, you go to the kimono. You can learn all about our all-in-one trading indicator here called the kimono. Shows you the trend, momentum, volatility, and volume with all these awesome built-in indicators. And you can get this just by going into the Discord and hitting us up for it. So it's totally free. And you'll see we will use it here later in the show. Hello, everybody out the mud, not Yoda to Kansas. Everybody's shuffling into the room, and good to see you all. Let's talk about the news. Upbit, Bithumb are among Korean crypto exchanges hit in Terra fraud raid. Korean authorities raided the exchanges in a bid to uncover whether the Terra collapse was intentionally caused by Do Kwon. Korean prosecutors investigating a case of fraud linked to the collapse of stablecoin protocol Luna and its sister asset Terra have raided 7 crypto exchanges in the country. Authorities from the Seoul Southern District Prosecutor's Office swooped on CoinOne, Upbit, Bithumb, and 4 local exchanges, as well as homes and offices of related suspects on Wednesday. They seized transaction records and other materials in a bid to uncover whether the coin's demise was in fact caused intentionally by Terraform Labs CEO Do Kwon.
This is going to make a great
movie.
Netflix special.
Yeah,
it's going to be Netflix special.
Will it be on Netflix or Showtime?
Dude, they buy everything. It'll be Netflix.
Or will it be on what's that other?
This Hulu. Is totally Netflix. It's going to be level.
a Hulu.
I was thinking maybe Paramount, but I don't know if they're that edgy.
Paramount's too big. Yeah, Paramount's too big. It's either Hulu or Netflix. Hulu if it's
Netflix
real crap.
Netflix
weird shit. It's okay. Yeah,
because they have the other crypto documentary about the dude all missing. So I was like, it's Netflix that'll get it.
Of course
we should bet on that. Be like, what network is Do Kwon special gonna be?
A betting site for just anything we feel like putting up for bet. Like it's just the GM betting site, and it's just we just are like whatever we feel like having people
whatever we want to bet on. Yeah,
it's like, well, today we're gonna. I shouldn't go there. Tesla breaks even on their Bitcoin sale. I'm sure everyone is aware Tesla sold 75% of their BTCs. Hallmark Channel to Kansas said that's probably even more likely. You're right. It'll rerun on the Hallmark Channel for decades. Apparently, though, they broke even on the sale. I'm really not smart, so it's hard for me to understand when I look at financial reports. But I guess Tesla released their Q2 financial report on July 20th, which showed the company had sold 75% of their Bitcoin holdings, netting $936 million in the process. I think they were just doing this to essentially add cash to their balance sheet it appears. Elon Musk added that they did not sell any of their Dogecoin, though.
Yeah.
That's because it's worthless. So it wouldn't make a dent at all.
Why sell it? Yeah, it wouldn't.
Yeah.
I think it's funny because it's like maybe they, really contribute. People are like, oh, they contributed to like Celsius and Three Arrows liquidations because they probably sold like around. I think they were saying around what 28K. Is that when they sold? And I think they pretty much broke even. It sounds like.
Yeah.
So they aren't in the hole or anything from it. But and a lot of people are pissed. I mean, to me, I'm like, well, whatever. I mean, to me, it's not surprising. I think as like if you were an investor in
supposed to hodl
Tesla,
forever?
you'd be because honestly, Tesla, Elon Musk is just trying to keep Tesla out of bankruptcy right now because they've dumped so much money in their gigafactories. He's like, and they have supply issues that's not making cars fast enough. He's kind of in a pickle. He's like, I got to try to freaking prevent my company from going bankrupt
and they
right
need
now.
cash on the balance sheet.
They need
When
cash.
you report
Yeah.
earnings, you have to you have to report good earnings or number go down, right? And so
Yeah,
that's how it
exactly.
is in the stock market. If you don't report good earnings, number goes down. And so sometimes your earnings your quarterly earnings are more important than your Bitcoin holdings, depending on what your strategy is, right? And so having Bitcoin was an interesting strategy. He probably bought around the top and now sold right around 29K. It sounds like potentially in May. I mean, it just is what it is. There's whales are gonna buy and gonna sell. You can't just expect Elon Musk to hold his Bitcoin forever. He's not Michael Saylor. Okay, he's not some kind of Bitcoin maxi.
He's not a Bitcoin maxi.
We don't really know his position on Bitcoin that much anyway. I don't think,
No.
it's just,
I mean, all he said about crypto is it's like, oh, I think it's I think it has a potentially great future, but it's also very risky. It's like he's on both sides. He's like, yeah,
and I mean,
just
he's
like
the founder of Dogecoin, so it's not like he's going to hold just Bitcoin, long term. He's just going to hold Dogecoin. So, right. Bitcoin is a Rusky conspiracy, right? According to Dan Pena, and I think Dogecoin is an Elon conspiracy. South Korea is postponing their 20% tax on crypto gains to 2025. It says just like South Korea's 20% tax proposal, Thailand proposed a similar 15% crypto gains tax. However, it received heavy backlash from the retail traders, and the government had to scrap it. So it sounds like South Korea isn't necessarily scrapping theirs, but they're postponing it by 2 years. It was supposed to come into effect January 1st, 2023, but has now been deferred to 2025. So everybody wipe your brow if you're in South Korea and party on. That's all I got to say about that. Blockchain.com cuts a quarter of their staff and closes their Argentina offices, according to CoinDesk. So 25% of their staff, which is approximately 150 people. I mean, that would mean that they have like 600 people on staff. How does blockchain.com have 600 people on staff? I mean, what is everybody doing over there?
I've never actually, I was just about to say, it's like, what a great name, great domain. I have never
I don't even know what that is.
Never even. Yeah, I've never been there.
Matt, it's the world's most popular way to buy, sell, and trade crypto, and you don't even know about it?
No, bro. I can't believe I've been sleeping under a rock.
Well, yes, I would say good luck, blockchain.com. I mean, it's just another round of layoffs in the space. We're not strangers to this right now. It's technically true. Blockchain is the most popular way. Oh, Dickenza's. Ooh, coming in with the technically true there. Like that. I like that. Hard work running aside. Okay. Yes, that's why we need all those busy hands working away over at blockchain.com. Must keep the number going up. Can't the devs do something? Apparently not, because they're getting fired. Minecraft blasted NFT worlds out of existence, essentially. I mean, it's not dead completely. I saw the founders of NFT worlds put up a response saying they're trying to get a hold of somebody at Minecraft/Microsoft to plead for their life to be spared. But the price of NFT worlds has carged very, very hard. And, I think this is just, I didn't see this coming necessarily, but I just think that this was this was just not, it wasn't a good idea to begin with, I guess, in my opinion. We've not been fans of these worlds. I remember actually a distinct episode where we really got into this and we really were looking at these worlds, and my mind was getting blown because I hadn't realized yet that these were just Minecraft servers, derivatives, essentially. Yeah, servers, and that were being sold as NFTs. And it blew my mind that day to discover that that's what everyone was pimping as the metaverse. And I was just like, this ain't the metaverse. This is bullshit. Facebook's going to crush all these. Well, just turns out Minecraft just rugged them. And, so it's, it's going to be interesting to see what happens with it. I mean, Minecraft hasn't taken any action on this as of yet, but they have, they released a statement, and I'm just going to read this article here. Minecraft dismisses in-game NFTs, citing lack of values of creative inclusion. Mahjong Studios has announced that it will prohibit the use of NFTs and other blockchain items in its immensely popular game Minecraft. Now, do you think, Matt, maybe they'll introduce their own blockchain integration at some point, or do you think they're just like, no? I mean, their audience is very young, right? Minecraft in general. So
I think
you can't, right? You can't have like 12-year-olds.
I don't think that's their problem here. I think maybe what could have been happening is that, it's like $10 to play like Minecraft, I think, or something, right? And at the peak, you had these NFTs going for what, tens of millions of dollars, right? Like, is that right? Something like that?
Yeah. You want me to look it up real quick? Here,
just to play their game, And so I think for them, they're just like, how, like, in order for them to make like the sale of equivalent to one NFT, they would need thousands of people to be able to come on and play. And then I think I think for them, they're just like, this is kind of jacked up, how it's like, we're trying to give our product out for like, free to cheap, super affordable for everyone to play. It's kind of their whole shtick. And then here people are reselling
in February,
their game
NFT
essentially for millions of dollars.
Was going for 17 ETH. And
in February, ETH was like $4,000 or so.
It's pricey that too. So yeah, and you can see we've cratered here to one, right around 1 ETH. And is our floor price 1.1. So yeah, definitely got rugged pretty hard there by Minecraft, which is owned by Microsoft. And apparently the announcement specifically says that that NFTs represent a model of scarcity and exclusion of material, which goes against the criteria that they established for their community, the firm noted in a statement. So they're saying this is kind of against the ethos, the Minecraft ethos is, I guess, what they're saying. And TLDR, to ensure that Minecraft players have a safe and inclusive experience, blockchain technologies are not permitted to be integrated inside our Minecraft client and server applications, nor may they be utilized to create NFTs associated with any in-game content. So I'm just kind of like, I don't see how NFT Worlds thinks they're going to survive that. That just sounds like the death knell for NFT Worlds, I gotta say.
Yeah, they're basic because Minecraft's like, yo, we're basically just trying to end people like you.
Some of these comments are so great. Oh my gosh. Start them young, get them hooked. This was a free mint too. Oh, I didn't know that, Dekenza. That's blowing my mind. And Dolph always been anti-business commie angle among gamers. I love this chat. This is my favorite chat. We had some of the craziest chats the other day. Some random person that I've never seen in the chat just came and bombed the chat with some crazy shit the other day. And I love this, though. I love our regulars. You guys add good stuff. Doesn't the whale effect apply here? Most MC Minecraft servers have a couple players sponsoring the servers with big bucks. Yeah, I mean, the servers are pretty much, yeah, like owned, right? Or rented or something from Minecraft. I don't
Right,
know
you can make
how that
money
works, but
off of your
yeah.
server on Minecraft. That's totally like people sell their worlds and shit like that all the time.
Yeah, so this is just kind of like, yeah,
Like-
I just never understood the NFT worlds thing, honestly. Just,
yeah, so basically Microsoft just wants to probably keep that ecosystem in their realm. You know what I mean? It's like they don't want these NFT peeps to be ruining it.
Yeah, ruining it. Okay, let's switch gears. Bored Ape Whale loses $150,000 worth of ETH, and actually 100 ETH to be specific, in a ENS listing debacle. I'll just say, you can call it a joke, you can do whatever you want, but this was just a debacle. So the name was stop dash doing dash fake dash bids dash it's dash honestly dash lame dash my dash guy dot ETH. And this was Franklin Caldwell. He minted this domain as a joke, and then he bid on it from a separate wallet for 100 ETH. Okay. And I'm sure a lot of you guys know
For
kind of
funny,
basically
for
what happened.
funny.
Yes, he
tweet
says, you know,
funny.
this is a joke. But you know, I mean, you're taking a risk for sure by doing a joke like this. And I guess what happened is somebody put in a bid for it was like 1.5 or 1.9 ETH, and he accepted the bid. So the person then owned the NFT, but he forgot to cancel his own bid of 100 ETH. And the person who bought it accepted that bid and got the 100 ETH from Franklin. And Franklin, of course, this just was, you could tell, totally, he was just broken up by this. But, you know, it's like, I mean, you know, he said he was celebrating his joke domain sale, sharing the spoils, but in a dream of greed, you know, at least he knows. Like, he was just like being greedy. He's like thinking he's essentially rugging this person for their 1.5 ETH. You know, I mean, and sometimes this is a strategy some people use to like trick bots and things into bidding for NFTs. So like you'll bid from a different wallet of yours just to make bots think that, oh, this is a high value NFT because it's getting these high bids. We're going to underbid on it under what these other bids are, and then maybe we'll get it. So I don't know what the person was thinking when they bought the NFT, if it was a more automated process or if they actually did this by hand. But either way, you know, he was kind of trying to bait somebody into buying it. And, you know, it worked, but then it immediately backfired.
Totally backfired.
And he says, I didn't get botted. I had plenty of time to cancel my offer. Okay, so maybe it wasn't a bot. I just ran to Twitter instead to brag, you know. So then he sent the 1.9 ETH back to the person who bought it, hoping that the person would, you know, reciprocate. And he sent a note back, an NFT as a note, or a note as an NFT, I mean, called an embarrassing mistake. He sent this to the wallet, said, there's an ENS domain name that I sold to you for 1.9 ETH, but I forgot to cancel my own fake joke bid of 100 ETH from my other wallet, which you then sold to and received 97.5 ETH after fees. I've tried to refund you the original there are no refunds in crypto. I tried to refund you the original 1.9 ETH in the hopes to reverse all the transactions, but I understand if you want to keep the profits, I'm creating this from the wallet that you bought from and sending it from the wallet you sold to. So this was,
but I understand if you want to keep the profits. He had to, he's being a little too nice.
Like, oh, Franklin, you're supposed to be a rocket engineer. Yeah, I mean, is this karma? Is this some sort of karma? So tired of hearing that he has 50 plus BAYC. We get it. You're rich. You know, this guy definitely kind of likes to dunk and celebrate his wins. So, you know, maybe this was some kind of weird little karma. But then I saw this morning that the person who got the domain from him, let's go over here. He created a response NFT back to Franklin, and he said, "Hello, no, thank you for the money, though," and then just signed it off with his address, the beginning of his address. And
I just want to know what I want to know from this story is if the dude who bought it and sold it for 100 ETH, if he knew that there was that 100 ETH bid, and so he was like, "I'm gonna buy this
let's
for."
send him an NFT that asks him to come on the show.
Ask that.
And he can
It's
be
like, hey,
anonymous. He
we
doesn't have
want to
to
hear
show
your
his video.
story.
We just want to hear the story. And also, let's ask him to sweep to Kansas as well. He could use a little bit of that to sweep some to Kansas. But
sure.
I think we should send him a note and see if he'll come on the show. I think that'd be
Oh
pretty funny.
man,
But this is
no.
for sale, actually, and 7 people have bought it so far. You can buy it for just 0.1. So, if you want to own a part of NFT history, now is your chance. It's called
He's got
Franklin
like what,
ES
10%
Nuts.
royalties on it too. He's just like, yeah, I'll just make all
Probably.
this
Let's see.
fucking-"
What are the details? Oh, 0% creator fees.
Oh,
Wow.
okay.
Impressive.
Alright.
Impressive. Respect.
Respect.
Respect, bro. You can see also he this wallet, I think actually maybe this is not. I thought the wallet had actually more in it. Maybe I'm just on the wrong wallet. I'm getting all confused now. Oh yeah, here's the wallet. And somebody had pointed out that he went and swept Milady Maker, which is kind of funny. That he went and swept the Milady Maker NFTs, and he also bought some weird emblem vault cards. And it looks like he's got some other domains here. Let's fucking go. Franken Destroyer, drivers.eth. So
Franklin themes.
here's something somebody sent him. Yo, buy a historic from me with all this sweet Franklin cash. So this has got to be one
Oh
of
my
the
gosh.
most epic things that's happened this year in the NFT space. I just got to say, I mean, it's quite epic, quite
Man.
epic. And I don't know what the meaning of this profile picture is, but I got to say, this person was pretty genius in the execution of this whole thing. So hats off to you, buddy. Hats off to you, and enjoy that 97 ETH.
Unbelievable.
Crazy story. So let's look at the charts a little bit, and then we will get into the NFT section. We will cover all the other things going on in the NFT world. Just wanted to give you that little story, but we got more to talk about after the charts.
All right, guys. Let's check it out. We're on the daily on Ethereum here. All right, and I have these fibs up. All right, I have these fibs up. Fibs are going to help me. They help me try to figure out where does the number bounce, right? Where are the resistance and the supports?
Can we just talk about fibs for a second? Why do fibs work? Why do you think? Is it just because a lot of people are using them? Do you think that's it?
They're magic.
I was hoping you'd say that, because that's what I think too. It's the universe's magic. It's like it's astrology for trading nerds, essentially. Like,
yeah.
Should we also put the moon cycle on our charts? We should probably start putting the moon, the phases of the moon on the chart as well.
Well, here, let me delete these. So these larger fibs. So I'll get to these little local fibs here in a little bit here. Because I'm trying to figure out is if this is a little retrace and then we get another move up, right? Because I'm on a daily chart. We're still in an oversold signal wave, right? We still have a green wave. Yes, VWAP starting to trend. Yes, the RSI is starting to come down, but money flow is still kind of pointing up. And just, we're still in a green wave, so we could still see some price action onto the upside. Not to mention, we still even haven't hit our 1700 that we were really thinking this is the major test of resistance that I expect to bounce off of, right? And we're so close. We're so close. It just can take one pumpage just to wick up there and then come crashing all back down. Okay, so the question is if this is gonna hold up here, right? So let's go down to the lower time frames and check it out. Let's go check it out.
Check it out.
Oh, well, first, I just want to actually show you guys. Let's go back to the daily.
Uh-oh.
Showing you how to take a fib out. All right. So you go over here,
Pull some fibs, dude.
fib retracement. All right. So to get your support fib, go from your local low here, and you can pull fibs from pretty much anywhere, guys. Like you can pull fibs on like the weekly, the daily, the all kinds of whatever your heart desires. I do know that fibs do work better on, I think it's like the odd time frames, kind of like 5 minute, 15 minute, those kinds of time frames. I don't know why. That's just what I've heard. I'm not. I haven't dug that much into it. But yeah. So this is your support fib, right? So basically, I have this reduced. You could take this, and they do have right all these different levels that other people think are pretty important. But I'm I'm focused on 0.65. That's a strong one, and the 0.5, 0.786 here, zero point 0.6. So these are the levels that I have um, showing up. Okay. And essentially, what this is doing, right? So basically, our old fib, right, was down here. So this is the support fib. So when the price comes down, this is what called the golden pocket in between this green and orange level, right? That's a golden pocket. So anytime the price gets down there, it usually bounces. All right. So since the support fib, we expect it to bounce up. All right. And of course, the more out you are, like the larger time frames that you're looking at, the more likely the fibs are going to react based on how you think they are. Now, if you want the resistance, so let's move this up. Let's make this into the current low and high. Here we go. Now we're going to go take and get our resistance fib. We go from the high to the low. All right. And so as you can see, like this kind of is like a point of control almost, right? It basically like the two resistance and the support kind of meet up right here. And now you're looking at, okay, where are we going to be getting balances from? And so we've blasted through this resistance here on a daily. That golden pocket just, we looked like we could maybe get a bounce back down from it, but we blasted through that and went through this fib. And now we're treating this part of the fib as support. And so this is why I'm like, okay, is this going to hold, or are we going to come down here and maybe range? Because it can range, right? You see how this kind of also ranged in between this level of the fib and this. It's like in between these levels are ranges of their own. If you go down to the lower time frames, you can just trade these ranges all day. So here, so let's go down to the lower time frames, shall we? Let's go to the 1 hour.
Let's go.
Let's go. It's like we're going back in time.
Let's go on a field trip.
Let's go on a field trip. So here on ETH, I currently have, so right, we had this pumpage up here. Remember, this is our kind of more macro daily fib that we pulled. And these down here is our little range, right? I pulled it from, this guy is from this low to this high. This guy, same thing. This high to this low. All right. And so I have an order set up around this level down here at like 1475-ish, right? I have a limit order down here because I think we get a good bounce. Why is that? Because we have a green wave right now on the 1 hour. All right, we have a green wave, which means there's a likely that price could go up. Now, I think we could also just go sideways for a while, and then before we go up. But you do like these higher highs, right? So it might not wick down there, right? Because what if it doesn't get a lower low? So I also have an order placed at this golden pocket right here. All right. So that's where I have another order set up. I usually get these. I know, yes, if I get my order set in right above it, yes, I know I could have probably got a better price if I went down here. But at the same time, I've been so scarred where the price comes down and it just front runs me and misses my entry by like, a few dollars or pennies, and I just get, I want to be in a trade. So I usually try to front run the golden pocket a little bit just to make sure I get my order filled. And yeah, and then basically, so I have one here and here. Those are and I'm looking for a long because I have a green wave here. Now, if we go down to the lower time frames, now I could have taken this morning. I've been kind of distracted, so I didn't get my shorts in, but I was like, oh yeah, maybe I'll get a short in right here. Shoulda, coulda, woulda, but I'll get it next time. This is a great level to be shorting, obviously, right? Because you're getting lower highs, but so you want to probably be right around this level here on the fib, and maybe even short here on the golden pocket of the resistance fib. Now the 15-minute looks like it wants to kind of come on down, as they say on The Price is Right. And I think that could possibly, like, we're getting this nice big candle here. We could totally, I'm just waiting, being patient for my order down here to be filled, potentially my order down here to be filled. And then, take the pumpage right back up, and maybe we get some higher highs because that 1 hour is on the green. But what does our other higher time frame say? Hey, you know what? Could we get a bounce, guys? I mean, look, 2 hour looks like it's pinching. 4 hour
Pinching.
still looking, but the VWAP is starting to trend up, and RSI is starting to trend up. So it's not looking like 8 hour. 8 hour is just crazy. It's been repainted so many different times right now because we've been such in a pumpage kind of mode here for the last few days. So on the higher hours and everything, it does look like, ouch, 12 hour, oof, we could totally be making breaks downward, right? That's what the higher time frames, higher hours. And look, 12 hour is rarely wrong. 12 hour doesn't usually have fake outs. It's pretty solid. I mean, yes, look at that. Still can. So, I mean, so we have a potential of, so I'm just watching out for that too, right? You got to be careful, use risk management. We could have a breakdown. So while I'm currently looking for longs, just scalping what I can here, bottom of the range, trying to get the top of the range kind of deal. I have, we could break up to the upside. We could break down to the downside. All I know is that we're in this range right now. We could just stay sideways for the entire day, right? It doesn't really matter, but with fibs, you're ready for that. You know what I mean? And then, if you wanted to make sure that your plans are coming to fruition, right? So like, let's say we put a short level up here. All right. Well, if you wanted to go to the 1 minute and you're like, okay, it's here. My order was filled. All right. And now you're like, oh, sweet. I just got an overbought signal on the 1 minute. That means price will likely come back down and go in my direction. If this green wave was starting to take off and price is starting to come up, you might want to be like, I'm out. It's not going my direction. It's not, I don't want to be caught into this. So there's ways for you, and I wouldn't maybe do this on the 1 minute, right? You might be getting yourself out too early if you were doing that, but you get the idea of like going down the lower time frames and using those as like, validation of whether or not your idea of the bouncing off that level is coming true or not. So, I like the 15 minute and the 1 hour is kind of the time frames I'm going to be probably messing around with today. Just because it's like, just overnight, right to this morning. If you longed here, you've had 1, 2, 3, probably 4, right? Looking for that fourth one. So you've had at least 3 trades so far that have gone in your favor if you would have just done this fib. Now, the downside to this, well, with trading, you're going to have losing trades. There's going to be a time when it just breaks and you lose your ass. That's gonna happen. That's gonna happen sometimes. But if you get these wins, and then if you're using those lower time frames for the confirmations that it's going your way. See, maybe my order is going to be filled here actually.
Okay. You're
That
working down.
Yeah, so it's like if it's looking like it's not going your way, get out quick, right? Make your losses small,
Yeah.
win small, win big, prevent the big losses, and these kind of strategies
Risk
will work really well.
management.
So yeah, so this is using fib levels with the kimono wave to really help. The kimono wave tells the story that, okay, yes, your level's working out, it's going in your direction. Because right now, for example, right, is up here 1 hour is a green wave. That means I want to be longing. I want to be looking for the long. So I'm down here. I'm putting in my long orders down here, right? So that's all that kind of means. So we'll see. We'll see. Let's check out some other let's check out some other tokens here. Bitcoin, how is it doing today? Right now, it's down 3%. See, that's the thing, is I think a lot of these are going to just keep coming up to try to challenge the daily price point. What is this? Oh, that's part of the fit I have.
It's trading view. Oh, sorry.
Thanks, man.
Dickenza says because of our non-financial advice, he has never lost a trade. Just want to say
Oh,
that's
nice.
quite impressive.
Nice.
I wish that were true for us. I don't know why. I mean,
yeah, I wish.
I don't know why that's not working for us. It's weird.
Yeah, why am I'm still losing and I'm following my own damn advice. So I don't know. No, so like here, the Bitcoin, right? I have the kind of more of this macro fib going on here. Right. Once it gets past this, beautiful time to be shorting. I would, right? This just looks like, right? It's going to come down, play in this range. Whoops, wrong tool. I want a color. It's going to play in this range, you'd imagine. Play in this range, play in this range.
Hey,
right?
hey, be careful there, buddy.
Well, it'll go
buddy.
like this.
Careful. Yeah, there you
Something
go.
like that.
There you go.
Yeah,
That's
it's
better,
gonna
buddy.
bounce. It's gonna bounce.
There you go.
And
Check mark. Just do it. Give me that Nike symbol.
Up.
Just do it.
Yeah. So I mean, hey, but you know what? Like, if we go, let's go look at the daily of Bitcoin, because it doesn't, kind of like ETH. I was saying it's not looking that bad, right? I mean, a healthy retrace would come down, and yeah, right. Look at where the resistance fib is. It's right at the top of the last highs, guys. So this would be maybe a great spot for it to be bouncing off of, right? Get a nice bounce. But you know what? Daily VWAP pointing down. Wave is closing. We've hit the Bollinger Band. RSI is pointing down. These are all signs that the party could be ending, okay? All signs that the party could be ending or over, and y'all don't have to go home, but you can't stay here, kind of thing. So
You want to take me home.
the
Take me home.
GM, yeah, see, it's the musical show.
We should start doing our own covers. We should start doing covers.
Musicals.
And the intermissions should just be us doing a cover live. We should start doing that. I'll learn the ukulele. Start doing live covers.
Oh, okay. So no, we're not doing that. I refuse. I mean, yeah, so Bitcoin is looking like, we could be trading on a downside 1 hour, right? That wave is starting to close. We can be getting an overbought signal here soon. So maybe we start seeing that downward movement for Bitcoin. Matic freaking going Matic over here, going crazy. As you can see, I was messing around with some local fibs.
These Matic freaks? I swear. Who are these Matic freaks?
Dude, I don't know, man. But Matic is going insane, man. So it definitely has been took a nice bounce from yesterday, right? I would expect it to come down a little bit lower, but it didn't, So hey, now we're kind of stuck in this range here. daily, we're getting a red dot. That's interesting. We're getting an oversold signal on the daily. So maybe we just get a little movement up. Look, I mean, we could get stopped out here. Boom, that was its peak. Let's crash it, you know. Yeah, so it's like Matic is looking like it, you know, with that. If this post today, we could be starting to see the movement down. So guys, we're seeing signs here that are saying, hey, maybe the party's over, but we're also seeing signs that, hey, we could get another pop, just one more just one more higher high and then down. But really it's kind of like, okay, we're pretty, you know, we're getting to the we're overextending ourselves here with this pump, I think. Time to chill out here soon. So maybe that happens over the weekend, right? Maybe we take another leg up today, tomorrow, and then we start dumping. I don't know. Maybe we start dumping today. I don't know. We're just really we're really close to the top of the pump, or we're yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Where we're at the top, we've already reached the top of the pump, or we're really close to it. That's where we're at.
Okay. You heard it here first. That's where we're at close to the top. Close.
We're close.
Okay, we're going to go to intermission. And then when we get back, we're going to look at the NFT charts and see what's going on. What's happening? What's up with those oddities? Okay, we'll be right back. Don't get Matt started. Matt might want to punch something today.
Not have sons who are too busy buying NFTs and saying, oh, I made a little bit of money, and have skinny little arms and go to crypto conventions and be dorks. I will not have nerds as children. I refuse to have a nerd carry the name Tate. If my son is a nerd, one of us has to die, him or me, and I'll challenge him to Mortal Kombat.
Perfect.
Do you like that? You want me to keep going? You want me to keep going? I'll keep going. You want me to keep going? You want me to do it even harder?
Yeah. Turn around.
Do you hear that? Do you like the ASMR? Do you want me to do it again?
I love that cat.
It's behind you.
It's all a fugazi. You know what a fugazi is?
No,
Fugazi. It's fake. Yeah, fugazi. It's a wazi. It's a woozy. It's not fucking real. Right? All right. Stay with me. Mm-hmm. We don't create shit. We don't build anything.
For watching GMTV.
Don't worry, Dickenses. Don't worry. The egg lady will no longer be in the next intermission. So you've only got like maybe that might have one more day. That this may have even been the last time. So just appreciate it,
Dude,
okay? Appreciate.
I just remember when that came up on my feed on Twitter. It's one of those things where it's like, oh no, I saw it, so now everyone has to see.
Yeah, this
it
is Matt's fault, by the way. He sent me this. So
it came up.
I
on
didn't
my
find
Twitter
this.
feed,
This is
so
Matt's sick Twitter feed that has this kind of shit in it. This isn't my Twitter feed.
It's not
Okay,
every
mine
day
is
you see that on my
NFTs
Twitter feed. So
and shit
I had
posting.
to.
Matt's is weird. Okay. She needs a robe. Yeah, something. I know, right? This is NSFW, this show, all of a sudden, right? I mean, jeez. But
just a robe is Dickensis saying? Just a robe? Is that what it is? Like,
okay,
sure,
okay. Let's go to something a little more family friendly. NFTs. What's going on in the NFT market? I'm using one of my new favorite tools that actually let us rest his I mean, not rest his soul. He's still alive. Poor Lettuce. I'm sorry, Lettuce.
Be like,
You're
what
not
happened
dead.
to Lettuce?
Sorry, Lettuce. I love you, Lettuce. No, yes, thank you, Lettuce. Shout out to Lettuce. I don't think he's here right now, but he told me about Bridger, and it took me a couple weeks to finally get in there and check it out. But I do like this Bridger, and I'll show you guys why as we get into things. But let's look at the morning report real quick for an overview. Moonbird oddities are the highest volume in the past 24 hours with 1,742 ETH, but I don't think it was necessarily good volume. We'll look at that in a second. Other deeds from other side, NFT Worlds, another one where it had a lot of volume, but not for the best reasons. And yeah, for once, CryptoPunks is not the top of the list. Because I think yesterday was just such a crazy day. You can see NFT World's floor price decreasing by 63% in 24 hours, and Moonbird Oddities decreasing by 44%. Why could that? Why would that be? Why do you think that would be? I mean, who could have seen that coming? I actually saw somebody on Twitter this morning called these owl throw up. Was what they referred to this project.
Yeah, that's kind of what that is actually exactly what I came to my mind, because it's like, yeah, I forget what it actually has like a term, like those owl pellets, or what the fuck is it? Yeah, anyways,
yeah, I know what you're
throw-up's like
talking
a
about.
thing.
Owl pellets. Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
what
I think
you're
I even
about.
dissected one when I was in school or some shit.
Yes,
like
I think I
Fucking
vaguely remember doing that same thing. We must have had the same
Yeah.
curriculum at the time. But you also do a frog. So,
Oh yeah.
But yeah, so it's been a little bit of a karsh for the oddities, and let me just actually show you guys here. We got the trending. Let me go to the hourly trending list here. I think we can see somebody mentioned other deeds also coming down a bit here as well. And yeah, we've definitely got a little bit of an other deeds dip, not too major. But where was my oddities? There it is. The oddities chart is not looking so great. I mean, look at this chart for oddities. I mean, we are down at about what you could call the lowest level of support possible before you really see probably quite a bit more dumpage if it starts to lose
capitulation,
this 2 ETH mark. But yeah, I mean, if you wanted into the Moonbird's ecosystem, you know, you could pick up one of these little ugly fuckers. I mean, there's something endearing about them, I gotta say, because they are just so weird. I mean, it's you know, weird and ugly.
I'm surprised. I'm surprised people are hating on them for being people.
I know. I mean, they bought Goblin Town.
I know, bro. It's like the thing is like we love ugly art. We love it, and that's kind of, I find it. One, like I would look at it and be like, yeah, that's really stupid. But at the same time, it's like, I totally could see where they were probably thinking, NFT World loves this stupid shit. Like, so let's make it really stupid. So I don't know. It's kind of
I mean, yeah, right. I mean, after Goblin Town, they probably thought, like, let's try to make it weird, right? Like, we got to make this weird, this new release. Like, how can we go, you know, next level with this? And you know, it's definitely different than a lot of what we're seeing as far as pixel art these days. It's not just the typical like pixel art PFP thing. It's a full creature. That's all I can really call it, a creature.
So
but
Kansas, are you going to get one?
One influencer sweep and then 5 ETH unreasonably. Like unreasonably.
All right. Well, Kansas says so. I'm in. I'm buying the dip.
Sweep. So Matt's gonna sweep. You know, I think I'm still gonna get my dick butt first. But even though I don't, you know, realistically, I mean, what do you think of the future about? What do you think the future of these things is? I mean,
so what do these give you, like the same benefits as a Moonbird? Like the utility?
Long pause. I don't know. I have no idea what these do.
Does anyone know the utility of these versus Moonbirds?
Somebody does.
Anyone in chat?
Somebody over at Nifty Alpha probably knows. They like their
somebody that because they do their research. They know what they're doing.
That other show. Yeah, so yeah, and it does say actually Moonbird pellets here. So you were right. That is what they are. So these are literally little Moonbird shits.
They are. Yeah.
In a very literal sense. We've got.
So that's why their bodies are all like weird, gross, and fuzzy, and then there's skeletons of whatever the hell. I get it. All right, I get it. They tried.
You see, okay, Matt's warming up to it. I think he is gonna maybe buy one.
I
think he
am
might
warming
actually
up to
buy
it.
one.
Kind of liking it.
Here you can see this is the NFT Worlds graph. Real sad one here. Real sad one. Gotta say, pretty sad. And one, of course, I've been tracking the crypto dick butts, and I have also put a couple indicators on this one. This is why I like Bridger, actually, because again, I've been looking for a tool that has for ETH NFTs that has TradingView indicator package as part of it, and this is the only one I've found still. And I've been looking quite a bit. So this is the only one, but I'm loving being able to put like these moving averages on here and seeing the RSI here. So you can really see, I mean, Crypto Dick Butts has been in an upward trend here pretty much ever since like around mid-June. So
you need to get look at that one where
increasing.
that just wick down there. You got to get that wick.
Yeah,
down.
that's some limit. I should put in some offers. Yeah, this is one.
Yeah,
somebody sold for 1.02.
Yeah, that's what you need. Yeah, send in offers for that around that region.
So yeah, I need to low bid. I need a low ball. And from what I saw in the chat, it sounds like the Nifty Alpha Show was fudding a little bit crypto dick butts this morning, and I guess Nate Rivers then listed some of his for sale. So I was thinking maybe I can snipe some from Nate Rivers below the floor since he's being a little paper-handed. Let's see, what is this? Yes, you do get access to the Moonbirds Discord. Okay, that could be worth the entry. I mean, you all of a sudden get into
an alpha
cool
group,
alpha group. Yeah, you get into the cool Kevin Rose alpha group. We all know Kevin Rose, the visionary Web 2 master. Get into his.
Is that Discord the guy that bailed on it though? Who's the guy that bailed?
No, that was
okay.
That was Ryan Carson, who was he made that, like, I remember always seeing the Ryan Carson YouTube ads for his it was like Code Academy, one of those Code Academy websites. That's what he originally started. Kevin Rose, of course, did Dig and then just gave up on it when he couldn't figure out how to monetize it. And then he became a magical VC. Somebody just gave him money, and he was best friends with Tim Ferriss and that whole crew. So you get into the Discord. So I guess that is something. And you get access to their future mystery project, High Rise. High Rise will make or break Moonbirds, DeKensis says. So DeKensis, I have a question for you. Are you in the Moonbirds ecosystem? Do you have a Moonbird thing? Do you have an oddity?
Thing? Do you have a Moonbird thingy?
Yeah. And this is a good point. Kevin Rose was on the cover of Business Week magazine, for goodness sake.
Duh.
Gotta get in
subscriber.
On that. Guys. Come on. The alpha groups of alpha groups. Anyway, I mean, it wouldn't be maybe a bad idea for us to own an oddity and just to like have access to that group and maybe have
do we just do it?
Like our
do
show.
We get one in a GM wallet?
Do you think if we put one in the GM vault, do you think that they would pump our show? Maybe.
Probably not. Maybe. Hey,
or at least in the very least, maybe they'd come on our show.
We got an oddity.
Why not?
Hey, I remember, right? What did these mint, or were they just given to Moonbird holders kind of thing? How were these distributed?
I think these were just airdropped to Moonbird holders, but I could totally be wrong about that. Could totally be wrong. Should we look at what other projects should we look at here, Jonesy? Tell me. Oh, what is kind of interesting about Bridger here? I'll just kind of show you guys. They have smart alerts. So I have an alert set up for crypto dick butts. If the floor dips below 2, it'll alert me in Discord, which is kind of cool. And they've also got this smart money section, which shows you wallets and it shows you how much profit they've made I've got 24 hours. You can do 7 days, 30 days. Shows you their profit and what their last purchase and last sale was And you can also go in and check out their wallets and see what NFT projects they own. So I can see like this wallet that's been killing it. They're bougie. They got the Balenciaga, the Gucci, the Mercedes, the Rolex. You know, they got all this is a bougie wallet right here. So they've and they made 160 grand in the past day. So I can't hate, you know, but it's interesting to see here the smart money wallets and just to kind of spy a little bit and see what they're buying and selling and you know, how they're making that nice sweet profit. And what they're doing to get that is kind of cool. So
not Yoda says he needs access. So what if we
yes,
get what if we get what if we did we could get an oddity?
Oh no, oddities doesn't give us access to this. Oh, he needs access to what?
Oh, I don't know what he's
now
saying,
I'm confused.
No, I am. No, what do you need access to?
Okay,
this
not Yoda.
Or, yeah.
How about this? We will probably, I'm not going to guarantee, maybe we'll get an oddity so that we get access to the alpha group, and then we can spy and just screen share everything. Yes. And then we'll just share all the alpha. We'll just leak. We'll be leakers. Bridger, he said. Yeah, that's what I thought maybe he was talking about. But Bridger, you can get access to Bridger. There's a couple partnership projects. The cheapest one is Just Cubes. I bought a Just Cubes NFT. Let me just show it to you real quick. This gives you access. And you know what I was thinking, and I guess I'll just say this out loud, even though I was just going to talk to Matt about this, but I think that when we drop our NFT project, it would be really cool for us to approach Bridger about being a potential partner project, because I know they just added another, and it'd be really cool if our holders could get access to Bridger tools as well. So that's something that could happen potentially in the future. I don't see why not. They need help with content creation over there, so they need some people pimping this out more. I think it's a pretty unknown tool. But yeah, Just Cubes, this is the best way to get in. It's actually at 0.054 right now. So it's even lower than my entry price.
Kind of cool.
The other day. And this also gives you, they also have a node. You know, they have a hyper node, so you can use their private node if you want for your transactions to speed up your transactions. Yeah, they got a cool little Discord as well. So this is a good way to get access to that Bridger app, is through the Just Cubes NFT. And I would definitely, I've only used it for a couple days, but like there's a lot of stuff, a lot of data here. You can see even they've even got like their Twitter following, their Discord member following for the project. And so you can see a lot of data just about you know, unique daily buyers, average time that people are holding. There's a lot of data here. When you go to floor stats, this shows you all kinds of different stats. So like this is the total listings right now. This right here is the lowest listing price. This is the highest listing price, the average. And then this is the interquartile range, which is the spread of distribution of listings around the average. You can also see all the listings here and buy right from here. You can organize all your listings here. So yeah, it's a pretty good tool, and they're constantly improving. It's still beta. So there are things that sometimes aren't working quite right on a couple projects, but they're really responsive in their Discord. And there's not too many people using this yet. So it allows them to really be hands-on with their community. So here you can see, this is the holders. So this shows you the other projects that people have that are holding, unfortunately, NFT worlds right now. Looks like a lot of those mind-blown people still holding on to their other worlds for dear, just holding on. And you can also see rarity, so you can check out the rarity stats here. But it didn't look, that wasn't working for that. The potatoes. Oh no. Oh gosh, what is this one? The potatoes. Oh boy. Is that, oh, this is the Meme Land potatoes. They finally launched those. Oh, I don't know if I won the whitelist raffle for that or not, but it looks like these probably are minting today. Yeah. So we don't have any information. So that's probably minting today, the potatoes. I guess we could look at that. But that's my main stuff for today's NFT section. You know, I'm not going to force you guys to go look at Solana NFTs today because there's just nothing I'm really looking at over there. Oh, but there is something funny to talk about actually, real quick. The OpenSea Launchpad. project.
Shit, that was a
yesterday.
flop, huh? That
Was
was a big
such
fucking
a flop. The Zunies. It's surprising to me that they let it flop so bad. Honestly, I feel like they didn't really put any marketing into it. And it just was like they just didn't care. And they also didn't seem to really investigate the project much that they were having as their first launch. It seems like what you would, if you were OpenSea, you'd want to find the best possible project to be the first one that you do on this launch pad, instead of this crap project that no one can even figure out what it's doing, what the use is, what the utilities. No one is. There was like a long, hour-long spaces where they were just grilling this project.
Insider.
And it's just
insider
like,
trading.
what is going on? Yeah, I did see
Insider
some like
hookup.
wash trading allegations and stuff, but yeah, it's still not minted out. It's just stuck right now at about half, and I'm surprised actually that they haven't cut supply or something just to capitulate, but they just won't give up, I guess. And you know,
it ends when it's fully minted, Freeman. It says right there.
It says it right there. Yeah, it does say that. So you know what's funny though? Yesterday it said that it ended like 3 hours after it started, the public mint. So there was like an artificial pressure that they were trying to put, you know, on minters, but it didn't apparently work.
Fail, man.
And you know, it's funny because at the same time I was watching on Magic Eden on their launch pad, they had they were the parrot tools, which we looked at yesterday, was minting at the same time. And it had minted, it was minting at, you know, it started at the exact same time minting, and they were minting the same percentage of their collection as the Zunies. So the Magic Eden Launchpad this parrot tools was minting just as quickly at the same pace as the Zunies over on OpenSea, which is not a good look for OpenSea.
I think for OpenSea, a couple things. Yeah, one, they chose a shitty project. I think two, it's Sol. They don't have the dominant platform for Sol users. And
Yeah,
I think
well,
kind
it's
of
weird because you'd think they would be able to bring some Ethereum users over. Like this would be an opportunity, but because I would think they would want to increase Solana volume.
Maybe the project was so
marketplace.
bad it just turned people off. You know what I mean? It's kind of like it was just
project.
such a stupid project, bad project. They're like, not jumping in.
This was another point actually I heard in the Solana spaces yesterday. Yeah, you'd think they could find a good consultant from the Solana space, but all the top influencers and consultants in the Solana space all were saying that none of them were approached by OpenSea. So who knows what OpenSea, what their Solana team is like. And you would think, yeah, they would have the money and the data and everything to make good decisions to really kick this launchpad off. But really, it was a total fizzle. Just sad, honestly.
Yeah,
that's really it. It's just a flop. So, you know, if I were Magic Eden, I'd be feeling pretty good about myself today, seeing that that their Launchpad project did just as well. It had to cut supply. They did cut supply, though, the Parrot tools, so it did not mint out, but it minted about the same amount. Percentage-wise, it minted almost identically the same percent of the project because they had a lower cap to begin with. And then the Zunies, but as far as the percentage, and it almost the same amount actually of NFTs too. So, yeah, just, you know, you would think OpenSea would have the power to blast, to really hit that out of the park. You would want like a mint out at least on day one. Dude, OpenSea, I feel like. So, yeah, it's not happening. Is essentially the moral of the story over there. Yeah, that's it. That's it. That's it, guys.
That's how the cookie crumbles.
Yes, OpenSea said, we'll do it ourselves. We're smart. We're big brains. We got this. And yeah, big old turd. Exactly. Okay, guys. Well, thank you for joining us. We will, of course, be back again. Same time, same place tomorrow. 9:30 a.m. Eastern. Please share the show with your friends. Join the Discord, why don't you? That's where really all the fun happens in between shows. And yeah, we'll see you tomorrow. GM.
What? Morning.
All the juicy stuff's about to happen. You know, the show ends and the news drops. So be prepared for all the craziness today. Bye-bye.